Truthfully, a man isn't defined by how he feels. A man is defined by what he does, especially when he doesn't want to do it. A man is supposed to be strong, so he becomes strong. A man is supposed to lead, so he learns to lead. A man is supposed to carry the weight, so he trains until the weight no longer breaks him. That's the job. That's the assignment. That's the calling. And I had every excuse not to answer it. My mother only made it to second grade. My father said sixth, maybe. English wasn't my first language. My parents couldn't help me read. They couldn't help me write. They couldn't help me decode the world. So I taught myself. While other kids went home to homework help, I went home to silence, to confusion, to struggle, to a table full of words no one in my house could explain. And that's the first truth every man must accept. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you the blueprint. You either build yourself or you remain broken. And that's where most men fail. They avoid the hard lessons. They ignore the warning signs. They drift into comfort until life eventually slaps them awake. A breakup, a loss, a failure, a tragedy. And in that moment, they learn the hard way. Or they refuse to learn the easy way. But me, I didn't get the luxury of learning easy. Life gave me struggle early. Immigrant parents, no guidance, no English, no path. Becoming a father before I even became a man I needed to be. Losing my sister. Every day was pressure. Every day was fire. Every day was survival. And somewhere in that fire, I found purpose. I found discipline. I found the man I was supposed to become. Because inside every man is a flame, a fire. You either direct it towards your goals or you let it burn you alive. You can fight the world or you can fight yourself. Either way, there will be a fight. Most men self-destruct because their actions don't match their spirit. They want respect, but they don't act respectable. They want strength, but they don't train. They want success, but they don't sacrifice. Their mind and their soul are at war, and they're losing. And here's the truth that changed my life. When you come from nothing, when you've seen struggle since childhood, when your parents couldn't read the language you were raised in, you realize something deep. No one owes you anything, but you owe everything to the people who came before you, and the child who will come after you. And that's why Fit in the Grind exists, not as a brand, not as a slogan, but as a reminder that the grind is where men are forged. A man should be proud of the mountains he climbs, proud of the pain he endures, proud of the battles he wins in silence, because struggle is not punishment. Struggle is the operating system of masculinity. A man with an easy life grows soft. A man with a hard life grows sharp. You want to know why I became a lawyer? Why I keep grinding? Why I get up at 4 a.m. to train? Because my son will never see me quit. Because my sister didn't get to finish her story. Because my parents crossed oceans so their children didn't drown. Because I remember the kid who taught himself how to read in a language no one in his house spoke. If that kid could find a way, then the man has no excuse. So here's the choice. Stay small, stay soft, stay comfortable, or burn through the excuses. Break through the pain and become a force impossible to ignore. Your future is built today, not tomorrow, not next week, not when motivation arrives. Today, when you look in the mirror Years from now, you'll have only two stories. One where you became someone, or one where you stayed no one. Fearing the grind, not because it's easy, not because it's fun, but because it's the only path worth walking.